Running a business while you sleep sounds complicated. It is not. Here is how it actually works. At 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday, I activated 5 automated AI systems, closed my laptop, and went to bed. By 6:14 a.m., my inbox had 3 qualified leads, 2 completed content drafts, 14 social posts scheduled, a fully summarized competitor report, and 1 client follow-up sequence already sent. 0 human effort, 0 late nights, 0 stress. 6 months ago, I was doing everything manually, writing emails at midnight, responding to every cold lead myself, posting content one platform at a time like it was 2015. I was billing about 40 hours a week and somehow working 65. Sound familiar? The breaking point came on March 4th. I missed a qualified lead because I was too buried in a client deliverable to check my DMs. That lead signed with a competitor the next morning. That single missed message cost me an estimated $3,800 in monthly recurring revenue. That was it. I started obsessing over one question. What tasks am I doing that a machine could do better, faster, and without getting tired? Turns out the answer was most of them. Not the thinking, not the strategy, not the relationship building, but everything around those things. The routing, the scheduling, the first drafts, the follow-ups, the research, the posting. All of it was automatable. And I had no idea. The first automation I built was embarrassingly simple. I connected my contact form to an AI that writes personalized responses within 90 seconds of someone submitting. Not a template. An actual personalized reply that references what they said, asks a qualifying question, and books a call if they respond. I used Make.com to connect the form, feed the submission into GPT-4o via API, and send the reply through Gmail automatically. Setup time? About 2 hours. Result? My lead response time went from an average of 11 hours to under 2 minutes. That first week, I booked 4 discovery calls without touching my inbox once. Here is the thing about speed to lead that most business owners underestimate. A Harvard Business Review study found that responding within 5 minutes makes you 100 times more likely to connect with that lead versus waiting 30 minutes. I was waiting 11 hours. I was essentially handing leads to my competitors every single day. Automation 1 fixed that permanently. Once I saw that work, I got aggressive. Automation 2 was a content repurposing engine. Every time I publish a YouTube video, a Make.com scenario automatically pulls the transcript, sends it to Claude via API, and generates a LinkedIn post, a Twitter thread, an email newsletter draft, and 3 short-form hooks, all formatted and ready to review in under 8 minutes. What used to take me 3 to 4 hours of writing and reformatting now takes me 15 minutes of light editing. Automation 3 was a lead intelligence system. Every new contact added to my CRM triggers a workflow that pulls their LinkedIn profile data, recent company news via Perplexity AI, and generates a personalized research brief. Before every sales call, I have a 1-page snapshot of who I am talking to, what they care about, and what pain point I should lead with. My close rate jumped from 31% to 58% in 6 weeks. Not because I got better at selling, because I showed up more prepared than anyone they had ever spoken to. Automation 4 is where things got genuinely strange in the best possible way. I built a competitive intelligence monitor. Every Monday morning at 7 a.m., a scheduled Make.com workflow scrapes the websites and social feeds of my top 5 competitors, runs the data through Perplexity AI for summarization, and delivers a clean briefing to my Notion workspace. I know what they launched, what they are promoting, and what their audience is responding to before I have had my first coffee. No manual research, no rabbit holes, just clean, actionable intelligence waiting for me. But the real tipping point, Automation 5, was the client nurture sequence. Any lead that does not book a call within 48 hours automatically enters a 5-email sequence written by AI, personalized to their industry, spaced over 14 days. The emails do not sound robotic. They reference pain points specific to their niche. They share relevant case studies. They end with a soft call to action. This sequence alone recovered 7 leads in the first month that I would have written off as cold. Here is where I stand today, 6 months after building these 5 systems. My average work week dropped from 65 hours to 38 hours. Revenue is up 34% because I am spending more time on actual high-value work and less time on operational noise. I have not manually written a cold follow-up email since April 9th. I have not spent a Sunday night doing content repurposing since March. And this is the part I want you to really hear. None of these automations required me to write a single line of code. Every single one was built using Make.com, drag and drop canvas, connecting tools through pre-built API integrations. The most technical thing I did was copy and paste an API key. If you can use a spreadsheet, you can build these workflows. The barrier is not technical skill. The barrier is knowing which tools to connect and in what order. That is it. That is the entire secret that took me 3 months of trial and error to figure out, so you do not have to. Here is what keeps me up at night. And I mean this in the most exciting way possible. These tools are getting more capable every single quarter. Right now, my automations handle routing, drafting, researching, and scheduling. In 12 months, AI agents like those being developed inside tools such as Relevance AI and Crew AI will handle multi-step decision-making without any human trigger at all. We are talking about systems that notice a lead has gone cold, decide what type of outreach is appropriate, write and send that outreach, analyze the response, and update your CRM, all without a single workflow being manually initiated. The businesses that are building these foundations now, learning the tools, understanding the logic, creating the connective tissue between systems, are going to have. So what does all of this actually mean for you? It means that the automation gap, the distance between businesses using AI systems and those still doing things manually, is widening faster than most people realize. Every day you spend manually writing follow-up emails, manually repurposing content, manually researching leads. You are falling further behind someone who automated all of that 6 months ago. The good news is the tools are accessible right now. Make.com is where I recommend starting if you are new to automation. Their free tier lets you run up to 1,000 operations per month, which is more than enough to test all 5 of the systems I described today. For the AI layer inside each workflow, I use GPT-4o for drafting and personalization, Claude for long-form summarization, and Perplexity AI for real-time web research. Those 3 tools inside Make.com cover probably 90% of what any solo operator or small business. If this video gave you even one idea you can act on this week, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach people who need this information. Subscribe if you want more breakdowns like this one. I publish new AI systems and workflow tutorials every week. And next week, I am going deep on building an AI-powered client onboarding system that cuts your manual onboarding time by 80%. Drop a comment below telling me which of the 5 automations you are going to build first. I read every single one and I respond to as many as I can. The community in the comments here is genuinely one of the most switched-on groups of builders I have seen anywhere online. See you in the next one. Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. AI results vary. Always verify AI-generated content before relying on it.